So, we thought we'd talk about a little bit how we came to be where we are, really. It started probably about, I don't know, how long ago was it when we worked with your stepdad?
20-ish and a bit more.
20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so about 20 years ago. That made me like 19. I reckon it was earlier than that.
Yeah, 24 years maybe.
Yeah, we sat down in my bedroom at my parents' house. It was the time when you'd first gone into the army anyway. So what age would that make you? 16 or 17?
20 years this year.
So 20 years this year.
I went into the army.
It must have been before Ben went into the army anyway. Ben decided in his infinite wisdom that he wanted to do mechanics and decided that the army was the best place to do it, didn't he?
Yeah.
That didn't quite turn out to be the best thing that he did. It probably wasn't the worst thing that you did.
No.
But
One of the things you're glad you've done, but didn't enjoy it when it was happening.
No. He didn't enjoy it. Served his time, got his qualifications, and that's pretty much where it ended. How long did he actually do in the end?
5 years, bob on.
So 5 years in the REME, looking after big old tanks. It's not exactly what you wanted to do in the army though, is it?
Not originally, no. I mean, aircraft was the thing, but colour perception and a little bit of maths let me down. So, yeah.
Old, you know, 37 years old. So, for those of you that don't know, we grew up together. We were a couple of years apart, but we went to the same school. We met in high school. Met in a kind of strange way. Both worked for what was at one point Ben's stepfather, doing, I suppose, body repairs, vehicle repairs, engine bits for your stepdad, wasn't it? Pretty much.
Mainly body, wasn't it? Salvage cars and stuff mainly.
And that's what kind of led us to where we began, really, way back about 13 years ago, just before Ben had kids. Ben was buying and selling salvage cars, buying from Copart, various other places, a lot of stuff that you see on YouTube. Ben modified cars. He had a modified Saxo that was featured on it quite a few times. Where was it featured?
The first one was Rev's front cover. Had max power, 5 or 6 pager, I think.
Was that the Quality Street one?
No, the Quality Street was the Rev's front cover.
Good old times. Yeah, but so basically, in the late 2000s, was it? Yeah, it would have been late 2000s. We decided to eventually team up after originally having a kind of lengthy conversation. I can remember it now as if it was only yesterday, even though it was 20 years ago, about starting something like this. And we had the machine mat or something along those lines, catalogue out on my bed at my parents' house. We were sat there just discussing how much money we'd need to start something like this. Looking through the pages at really cheap tools and equipment, stuff that we still couldn't afford at the time, and wondering where we'd ever get the money and thinking we'd never be able to start it. It was just something that we really wanted to do at the time, but we thought it'd never happen. Anyway, a few years down the line and time moved on. Obviously, as I said before, but he had his first child and he was buying and selling cars. We joined forces and essentially we started repairing cars between the both of us rather than just bet on his own. And from there, it pretty much evolved. We got to selling, should I say, cars to a guy in Burton upon Trent, didn't we? Mm. We were mainly buying and selling Fiestas at the time, and this guy liked a lot of repaired Fiestas, should we say. and after selling quite a few, he was happy with them, etc. and so forth, and eventually contacted us and said, listen, I'm interested in some Ford Focus STs. So we bought a few, sold a few to him, and eventually did a deal where we took one in part exchange off him, which needed an engine repair. At the time, nobody'd done an engine on one of the Focuses. We rang round, we rang all the big names. I'm not going to go through them all, but you know, the likes of Jam Sport, Puma Speed and others, and just asked if they'd done any engine repairs and where to get the bits from, if they could supply us, etc. and so forth. No joy, was there? Nobody said they'd done anything. So in our infinite wisdom, we decided that we'd give it a go. So we did some research, had some assistance from some really good people that we had around us, and worked out how to go about this in terms of where to get parts from mainly, not actually how to do the job. So we did that job, and from there it pretty much snowballed, didn't it? It's just really odd. We met someone that knew someone that got a damaged engine on his Focus ST and wanted it repaired. So we took that job on, repaired it for a local guy, a guy from Corwin, funnily enough, did that job. The car's still running now as far as I know. I don't think it's local, is it? But it's still running. And the next one was a guy from Gainsborough, wasn't it? Yeah, he found us somehow. I don't even think we were advertising on eBay or anything by then. We didn't have any links into anyone for any performance parts or anything then. We're just literally pretty much doing standard builds, weren't we? Yeah. So we did that repair. That was a cracked liner, I think, on like a 2008, 2009 car, wasn't it? Black facelift, anyway, I know that much. The one before that, funnily enough, was a black one. The one from Corwin as well. So we repaired that one, got it back over to him, and thought, hang on a minute, we've got something here, didn't we? And put an advert on eBay, and from there on in, it really did snowball. In between, somewhere not long afterwards, we did a repair for an engine for Mondeo with the SC225 engine in. We didn't enjoy that so much. We still don't enjoy doing them to this day, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, we tend to just stick to doing the main derivative, which is the Focus ST and RS, but also like we do the Cougars and the S-Maxes and stuff like that, don't we? So, but yeah, we've done a few of them, but we try and stick away from the Mondeos, and obviously we do the Volvo stuff as well. We've done quite a few engines in Volvos because, as you all know, that's where the engine came from originally. So we do effect repairs for quite a few Volvo owners. We get more and more popular in that scene now, to be quite honest, aren't we? There's quite a few more people coming over, the likes of Alex and a few of the other guys that have used us and have promoted us, I suppose. Realistically, we've recently mapped Alex's car. That went
really well.
Really well. Alex is a great guy. He's running about 400 horsepower. He actually dynoed it awesome quite recently, just under 400 horse, wasn't it?
I think it maybe 398 or something.
Yeah, 398 horsepower. Independently dynoed again, and it was a file that we'd done in-house essentially. Alex is looking to forge the motor. It isn't forged, I'm not going to lie and say it is. But Alex is pretty mechanically sympathetic, isn't he, to be fair? He likes to drive the car hard, but he also knows a bit, which helps. We've done a few forged motors in Volvos as well, haven't we, to be fair?
60 hours and stuff as well?
Yeah, so it's evolved a little bit for us from Fords. Obviously, as you know, we'll just briefly kind of go into it. We do cater for Audi group owners as well. We are, as well as Revo dealers for Ford, we're VAG dealers for APR, so we can offer that astounding solution. We don't do enough of it, do we, Ben, to be fair, but to be quite honest with you, we have got an S3 in with a suspected engine issue, so we're going to be looking at that this week, aren't we? And just seeing if we can figure out what's going on. So, the phone's ringing over there, just at the point when we're doing this video, so we're going to stop it there for now.